The bridge of the starship Vigilance is quiet. Too quiet. Your screen shows the 3rd Expeditionary Fleet. They patrol the Perseus Arm, a silent formation of dots. 10,000 souls represented by faint green lights. Then the lights are gone. Not one by one. Not in a flicker of battle. All of them, instantly. You lean forward in your command chair. The main viewer shows only the cold, empty starfield. No debris, no energy signatures, no last, desperate communications screaming across the void. The fleet simply ceased to exist. Your sensor officer turns a pale face toward you. Her voice is a whisper. Commander, they're gone. A ripple washes over the sensors. It is a distortion unlike anything you have ever seen. Not an explosion shockwave. It is a tremor in the fabric of space itself. Like a stone dropped in a pond of pure reality. The official report would later call it a sensor ghost. A 10,000-person sensor ghost. But you know better. You saw it happen. Something folded them away. A week later, you get your answer. A new distortion appears on long-range scopes. It is near the same coordinates. This time, it centers on a barren planetoid, a rock the size of a small moon. You watch the live feed with the rest of command. The image is grainy, but unmistakable. The space around the planetoid begins to warp. It shrinks. The sphere of rock and ice contracts impossibly. There is no explosion, no dust cloud. It just gets smaller and smaller. Like a god is clenching his fist. In seconds, a body that massive is compressed. It becomes a perfect dark sphere no bigger than a marble. A marble of dead, super dense matter. You were expecting maybe a hello, or a demand for your star system's finest resources. They do not speak. They do not have to. This is their first contact. This is their message, a demonstration of power so absolute, it defies your understanding of the universe. The admirals give them a name whispered on every channel, the Folders. They do not conquer, they do not destroy, they simply erase. Humanity does what it does best. You fight back. You send your finest ships, your bravest crews, your most advanced weapons. You are a captain now, on the front line of this new, impossible war. You watch as your escort frigates fire everything they have. Torpedoes with warheads that can crack a continent. Lasers that can slice through meters of armor. It does nothing. The torpedoes vanish moments before impact. The laser beams bend around their unseen hulls. The Folders don't even seem to notice. Then, they attack. Space itself twists around your lead cruiser. Metal screams. The ship is crumpled like a piece of paper. Not torn apart by force, but collapsed by geometry. You order a retreat, a word you have never used before. Your ship lurches as a distortion field clips your stern. Alarms blare. You see another battleship, the mighty Agincourt, get squeezed. It becomes a line, a flat, two-dimensional ribbon of plasma and death. You are fighting shadows. You are fighting a concept. And you are losing badly. The old ways are dead. Fleets are useless. Weapons are trinkets. High command is desperate. So they turn to a new kind of warfare. A mission of utter foolishness. They call it the Ghost Hunter Program. You are its first and only volunteer. Your new ship is a shell, a cockpit, an engine, and a specialized sensor array. No weapons, no armor. Your job is to poke the apocalypse with a stick. You are to fly into the void, find a folder, get close, dangerously close. You must record the spatial distortion they create. You must capture the data, the signature of their power. The mission is simple. Capture that echo in space-time, or die. The briefing officer didn't even try to sugarcoat it. He just shook your hand and wished you luck. For weeks, you haunt the silent spaces where fleets died. You are a ghost hunting other ghosts. You finally find one. A lone folder vessel, sitting motionless in the dark. It is invisible to your eyes. But your new sensors show it. A perfect sphere of warped reality. You ease your tiny ship closer. Your heart pounds with every kilometer. The ship begins to groan. The very atoms of your hull feel wrong. Back on a forgotten moon of Neptune, a lone scientist watches you. Her name is Dr. Eris Thorne. She is a recluse, a genius in theoretical star science. She was cast out for her radical ideas. Now, she is humanity's last hope. She isn't watching your ship. She is watching the data you are feeding her, the data you are dying to get. She sees the patterns you cannot, the faint energy traces, the echoes from the first vanished fleet, the live telemetry from your little ship as it skirts the edge of oblivion. She scrawls equations on her screen. She ignores the warnings from her superiors. They think she is mad. But she sees the truth. The folders are not just folding space. They are folding something else. A higher dimension. A fourth spatial axis you never knew existed. Our universe is a sheet of paper to them. They can simply fold it to connect 2 points, or to crush anything caught in the crease. It is an impossible equation, and she has just solved it. The message she sends to High Command is 2 words. I know. Her discovery changes everything. A new project is born in absolute secrecy. Project Origami, hidden deep in Jupiter's stormy atmosphere, down where the pressure would crush a normal warship. A massive shielded facility is built. It is a place of impossible science. The best minds humanity has are sent there. They are given a single directive: recreate the folder's power. Learn to bend the universe. You are brought back from your mission, a hero for surviving. You are assigned to the project. You see the theories take shape. You see the engine they are building. It is not a machine of gears and metal. It is a machine of pure geometry. It is designed to access that fourth dimension, to give a human ship the power of a folder. The work is dangerous. Scientists go mad from looking at the equations for too long. The first small-scale tests erase entire labs. But slowly, they make progress. Deep in the storms of a gas giant, humanity forges a key to a door it never knew existed. After a year of failures and breakthroughs, it is ready. The first human-built fold ship, the UNS Weaver. It is a sleek, beautiful thing, more art than engineering, and they give command of it to you. You are the only one who has been close to a folder and lived, the only one who knows the feeling of space itself coming undone. Your first mission is a simple jump, a tiny fold from one side of Jupiter's orbit to the other, a distance that would take a normal ship weeks. The countdown reaches 0. You give the command. Engage. There is no sound, no shaking, no flash of light. The universe simply changes. It is not a physical shock. It is a mental one. Your mind is stretched thin. Your consciousness expands in a way it was never meant to. You feel your thoughts unraveling, pulled apart across an axis you cannot comprehend. The pain is not in your body. It is in your soul. The jump lasts less than a second, but in that moment, you feel an eternity of agony. The Weaver exits the fold perfectly. Your crew is screaming, and so are you. You recover. Your mind slowly knits itself back together. But something is different. You feel the echo of that other place, that higher space. In that brief agonizing moment of the fold. You saw something. The ship's logs captured none of it. But you remember. It was not a void. It was not darkness. Inside the fold, you saw the pattern, the source code of reality, a glowing, shifting lattice of light and energy. The fundamental structure of the universe laid bare. It was beautiful. So beautiful it hurt to look at. And it was terrifying. You understood what the folders saw every time they jumped. You understood the power they wielded. You saw how fragile space and time really were. Just threads in a tapestry they could reweave at will. You now know their secret, not just the science of it, but the feeling of it, the sight of it. This knowledge is a weapon, but it is also a burden. You have glimpsed the face of creation, and you cannot unsee it. Your new understanding comes just in time. The folders are done with their games. They are done with their demonstrations. Their grand armada arrives in the Sol system, hundreds of them. They appear without warning, materializing in high orbit around Earth. They form a perfect, terrifying sphere around your homeworld. Defensive platforms fire and are erased. Orbital stations are folded into nothing. On the ground, panic erupts. This is not a battle. It is an execution. Their final attack is designed to be absolute, to remove humanity from the cosmic record, to fold the Earth itself into a new, dead marble. The sky is filled with silent, geometric horrors. The old fleets are useless. They hold the line, but they cannot advance. Every ship that approaches the folder armada is simply deleted from existence. Hope is a dwindling resource. The admirals on Earth can only watch as their defenses are peeled away one by one. But their true hope is not in orbit. It is with you. You are the tip of the spear, the only real weapon humanity has left. Your squadron is small, just 3 ships. The prototype UNS Weaver and 2 new vessels built in its image, the Loom and the Shuttle. That's it. 3 ships against hundreds. But you have a power they do not expect. You have their power. Your mission is not to fight them in normal space. That would be suicide. Your mission is to meet them in the space between spaces, to hunt them in their own element, to use their own weapon against them. You watch the tactical display. The folder armada is a wall of impenetrable power. Your small squadron is a single, desperate prayer. You take a deep breath. You look at the faces of your bridge crew. They are terrified, but they are resolute. They have all felt the pain of the fold. They have all been changed by it. You are no longer just soldiers. You are something new. All ships, you command, your voice steady. Prepare to fold. On my mark. You find your target, a leading wing of the folder fleet. 24 ships moving to erase the orbital command center. You close your eyes. You remember the pattern, the beautiful, terrible lattice of reality. You are not just pushing a button. You are exerting your will upon the universe. Mark. The world dissolves into agonizing light. You are in the space between, the higher dimension. You see the folder ships as they truly are, not as distortions, but as entities of pure geometry. They sense your arrival, a flicker of surprise in their energy patterns. They have never been met here before. You target the entire wing. You focus your will. You give the single command that changes the war. Fold. The Weaver's engine screams in a way that is not sound. A focused point of reality collapses. It centers on the folder wing. Space itself, the higher space they call home, inverts. The 24 ships are pulled into it. They are not crushed. They are not destroyed. They are folded into each other. folded into themselves, folded into a single, impossible point of screaming energy and matter. The point hangs there for a second, then vanishes. You just turned 24 gods into a ghost. Silence. The attack on Earth's orbit stops. The entire folder armada freezes. You can feel their reaction across dimensions. Not through communications, but through the very fabric of space. It is a wave of pure, undiluted shock. They saw it. They felt it. A weapon they thought was theirs alone, used against them with perfect, brutal efficiency. A new feeling radiates from them. Something humanity has never detected from the folders before. Fear. Pure, absolute terror. Their ultimate power has been turned against them. Their home field advantage is gone. They look at your 3 small ships, and they do not see a token defense. They see a fundamental threat to their existence. The shattered wing was not a lucky shot. It was a statement. You do not press the attack. You do not have to. You have proven your point. Your squadron folds back into normal space, appearing before the stunned human fleet. You are met with a torrent of jubilant communications. You have done the impossible. You have saved them. You have saved everyone. When you return to Earth, you are a hero. Parades are thrown. Your name is taught to school children. But there is another reaction, a quieter one. You see it in the eyes of the admirals, in the faces of the world leaders who debrief you. They do not just see a hero. They see a weapon, a power they cannot control. You and your crew are different now. You have touched the source code of the universe. You can edit reality with a single thought. They look at you with awe, but also with a deep, primal fear. Humanity now holds the power of a god, and they are not sure if they can trust the hands that hold it. The war is not over. The folders have retreated, but they are still out there. The debate rages on every world. Should you hunt them down? Should you use this power to ensure they can never threaten anyone again? An eye for an eye, a fold for a fold. You argue against it. You tell them that to use this power for annihilation is to become what you fought against. You propose a different path, not a mission of revenge, but a mission to deliver a message, a final, undeniable statement. They give you command of a new fleet. 10 Weaver-class ships. You are to travel to the folder homeworld, not to attack, not to blockade. You are to go there and end this. The journey is long and silent. Your fleet moves through the void, a new kind of power in the cosmos. You arrive in their home system. It is brilliant. A young blue star, several perfect ringed worlds, and a single massive homeworld teeming with energy. Their fleet meets you. Hundreds of ships. They do not attack. They simply watch you. A fleet of ghosts that wields their own magic. They wait, radiating fear and uncertainty. You ignore their ships. You ignore their planet. You target their largest moon. It is a barren rock, yes, but it is theirs. It hangs in their sky as a symbol of permanence, of stability. You give the command. Your fleet acts as one. The fold engines engage in perfect unison. But you are not creating a weapon. You are creating art. You do not collapse the moon into a point. You unfold it. You reshape it. The rock twists and blossoms. Canyons become graceful spires. Craters become shimmering, geometric gardens. You sculpt it with the laws of the universe. In minutes, their dead moon is transformed. It becomes a monument of impossible beauty, a breathtaking, intricate creation hanging in their sky, a testament to a power held in check. You send them a single, simple message in plain language, a burst of radio waves they can easily translate. The war is over. We choose peace. The folders do not respond with words. They do not need to. Their fleet slowly, carefully, pulls back. They retreat to their homeworld, leaving you alone in their system. The war ends not with a bang, not with a scream, but with a silent, beautiful creation. A fold that gives life, instead of taking it away. You have not just saved your species. You have shown them a better way to be gods.